And start.
Oh my! 9 strings sounding exquisite.
Oh shit, we back again. What's up, what's happening? Come to the party and bring a friend. Fuck it, I'm bringing 10. Ooh, tryna chat a 10. Big boy tryna chat a 10. She said I was catchy. I said so tap him in.
Touchdown!
Double cup, wow, I stuck smile when I puff loud. I touch clouds, catching touchdowns in my mind now, cause I'm zoned out. On a porch couch in the cloud. 2 coughs and I'm back now. 2 coughs and I'm packed out. Somebody give me a drink before I gotta sit down. I'm making hits now with a smooth style. Smack you in your damn snout. I have no damn doubt what my game about. Fisting, knockout, shockwaves when I pop out, dropping elbows from the top now. Oh shit, we back again. What's up, what's happening? Come to the party and bring a friend. Fuck it, I'm bringing 10. Ooh, tryna chat a 10. Big boy tryna chat a 10. She said I was catchy. I said so tap him in.
Touchdown!
Step up to the mic and I'm in beast mode. Hit a stiff arm to a weak flow. Been running this shit for weeks though. I got so high I couldn't see low. Make big bills like a casino. Smoke big grass like a wildfire. All that I want is my desire. All that I want is for the...
What up, everybody? It's your boy, Riley Puddin Peters, with the doctor, defensive backs quality control coach, Preston Rowe. It's the Trash Talk Tailgate. And college football is back. Week 0 has come upon us, and it delivered an absolute banger. Dr. Preston, how do you feel college football's back?
It's been a long road, man. But this is the best time of year. Football season is officially back. Fuck the NFL preseason. That's not real football. Once college football starts, football season is officially back.
Truly. Absolutely. Yep. It's oh man. Is it just one of the most beautiful times of the year?
Dude. And I mean, the thing I love about college football the most is just, I am always on Team Chaos.
For sure.
And we already had a top 10 team go down on a last-second walk-off field goal in Ireland.
Ireland.
That's right. Ireland.
Let's get it's time to get to it. We got to get to it to get on it. So we had the Florida State Seminoles versus the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets.
Yes.
No one had Georgia Tech in this fight.
No.
This was such a Florida State should win this game. It's ridiculous. Like, there's no doubt that Florida State should have just walked away with it. I mean, truly. But in the Aer Lingus Kickoff Classic, chaos ensued.
Chaos absolutely ensued.
So yeah, we're going from the beginning.
Oop.
Quick. There we go. Mute it. Dumb.
Yep,
so
there we go.
Florida State did come off hot though this first drive.
They did. They went right down and scored. They had a 28-yard touchdown to open the game up, go up 7-0.
Yeah.
But I think the bigger story, initially in this game was Georgia Tech's adjustments to Florida State's run game. Georgia Tech, they got gashed the first drive, but then they started loading the box. They started sending safeties and nickels. They started running A-gap blitzes. They just started loading the box and just being very exotic with what they were doing and sending extra guys, especially in the secondary. And it was confusing Florida State's offensive line because, Riley, as you know, so this is the touchdown.
Yeah, that was the touchdown. Let's just
Lawrence Toafili
real quick.
But Riley, as you know, as an offensive lineman, it's all about communication. And whenever you send extra guys in the box and the communication isn't there, that leads to busts in the offensive line and in the blocking scheme. And that's what Georgia Tech was doing, because they did not respect DJ Uyungale's ability to throw the ball and beat them downfield.
They've watched plenty of Clemson tape. They know they don't really have to trust that. I mean, honestly, I get what you're saying, though. It's really important to have communication in the box so it's not a one-sided bust for any party.
Yeah.
But let's watch this touchdown here, because it's pretty split back, pretty simple, like nothing too crazy here. That guy makes a terrible play.
He does. He completely misreads it, but it's also blocked really well.
It is blocked really well.
It's blocked perfectly, and the running back's able to find the hole. Yeah. But this was, that was the last real explosive play Florida State had, which is a credit to Georgia Tech. Yeah, dude,
they just caught the two linebackers playing flat-footed.
They did.
And that was the last time those motherfuckers played flat-footed that game. I gotta give a shout, just as we go through the whole thing. One of my players of the game is number 44 here for Georgia Tech. Their Mike linebacker, their green sticker, as they were calling him all day.
Mm-hmm.
He's the guy that's talking to the defensive coordinator. He is the voice of the coach to the team on the field. And this kid played out of his mind. But again, you can't let any Division I running back in an open lane. He should score it.
Run that back, Riley, real quick. Go back to that frame with the two linebackers. The thing about run fits that's so important is if you get two guys in the same gap, that leaves one gap unaccounted for, and that's going to be a huge play. Look, he's only slightly in that gap. Yeah. That guy right there, the backer. But look, he's got to be outside. He's got to be outside leverage to protect that gap, and it's just if you get caught flat-footed.
Yeah, if this dude doesn't win this, which in this case he obviously doesn't.
Nope.
But I look at all of it's this dude and then that.
Yeah. And look, it's just that's the beauty and the frustrating thing about football all in one is just if one dude just does a split second, just for a split second does the wrong thing, it could potentially lead to a huge play for the other team.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And it's, run fits are so important, and I don't think they get talked about as much as they should in terms of just the structure and how your defense is supposed to be structured, everyone fitting their gaps, everyone, executing. And it's an explosive play for Florida State.
Yeah. Also, there's another thing that we could talk about. This frame shows pretty well. They don't respect DJ Uyungale's ability to throw.
They don't.
But you have to respect his ability to run, because the man is 6'5", 235, 240. He's a linebacker.
He is a linebacker.
Once he's done playing here, he's gonna go join the WWE and join the Bloodline. DJ Uyungale is a monster of a man to try to take down. So you have to respect this, and this is obviously one of those things where, they held this for a good second. You could tell that they were at least faking the read option. If not, it was just a straight up, and he hands it. But he's got everybody fucking oh, is he gonna run it? Nah, he's gonna hand it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a bad play from him.
Just bad, just bad run fit on that one play.
But hey, you gotta make mistakes. You gotta learn from mistakes. You gotta
adjust. You got to adjust. And Georgia Tech did that, and I don't think Florida State adjusted very well.
No, they didn't. I was at one point in the game, I was like, all right, this shit isn't working. Can we do something different?
Dude, that was the other thing, dude.
Two,
that was disrespectful.
It's the reason they lost. If you ask me what it is, they went for two for no fucking reason.
Are you saying it was karma?
Dude, it was something.
Yeah.
Karma, old Uncle Mo, billboard, like billboard fuel, whatever you want to call it.
Oh.
It was not. It was also just all weird.
Yeah.
We'll play though.
No, yeah. Yeah. I've definitely never seen that. You know, but it's like, why? The other thing I don't understand is it's week 0. It's not even week 1. Why are you putting one of your best 2-point plays on film for no reason? Like, you might need that later.
I mean, that's fair, but I feel like that was one just because of how weird it was. Like, as much as they're putting on film, I feel like that's one where he's like, I mean, I just want to see if this shit works. Because that's the thing about 2-point conversion, like weird formations, is like you gotta try them because you don't know.
Yeah.
All right, so now we let Georgia Tech get the ball. Also, I think they run for 2 because they knew that was like one of the only touchdowns they were gonna score. Yes, this is a big
I
play.
mean,
So my thing from Georgia Tech,
Yeah.
and this is the big thing for me for the whole game, explosive plays. Explosive
Yeah.
play after explosive play. Not like, obviously not touchdowns, but like 10, 15,
Just
20-yard
plays.
plays.
chunk plays.
And then after that, I mean, at one point, I think very soon after coming back from halftime, I believe, they said that they were at like 5 yards a run. Like,
Yes.
and I was like, that's like, that, you're having a good day. If you're at 5 yards a run, that's wild.
Georgia Tech ran for,
Oh, man.
this is crazy. Georgia Tech ran the ball 36 times for 190 yards for an average of 5.3 yards a carry.
Wait, hold on.
Like,
Keep going.
that's yeah.
Got any more stats? Give me more stats.
I mean, Jamal Haynes ran for 11 carries, 75 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns. Haynes King, their quarterback, 15 carries, 54 yards.
And
they
2 almost game-blowing fumbles
Yeah,
that they got both times.
Yes, I mean,
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Riley, do you want to talk about the Bubs?
I mean, overall, it was just a bub game for Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Florida State's defense. All right, I remember last year when Florida State played Clemson. It was a close game. Obviously, Florida State's defense was like one of the difference makers. I mean, truly in that game. And we talked about just how intense the defense is, how intense the pass rush was. No sacks against Georgia Tech. No sacks.
Wow.
That's big. On the other side, the only sack of the game was a Georgia Tech sack late when it fucking mattered.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, very, very important sack. Like he said, 190 yards rushing as a squad. To 98, by the way.
Yeah.
Florida State had 98.
They struggled to run the ball after that first drive.
They got 98 and they scored, 28 in the one?
Yeah.
28. So 70 for after the first quarter, after that first opening drive touchdown, 70 yards.
It's hard to win football that way, especially if you don't have a quarterback that can beat you consistently with his arm downfield. It's hard to win that way. It honestly, I mean, like you said, dude, and for those who don't know, Riley, what are Bubs?
Those are the big ugly bastards up front. That is the lines, the trenches, the place where football is made. It's won. It's, I mean, the best people in the field at all times. It's truly,
I agree.
The best group of guys.
If you don't have legit Bubs on your offensive and defensive line, you're probably not going to win very many football games. Just because, it's hard to win when you don't have great line play. And, dude, Georgia Tech, like you said, dude, they dominated. I mean,
dominated.
So Florida State, they do have two really good edge rushers in Patrick Payton and Marvin Jones Jr. They're probably going to be high-end draft picks this upcoming draft. But the interior of that defensive line, dude, got absolutely mauled
Cooked.
and manhandled.
Honestly, those pass rushers did too, dude. No sacks.
Yeah. No sacks. I mean, it is kind of hard to sack. You know, it's kind of hard to get sacks when you just don't have to throw the ball very much.
Yeah, but they still drop. They drop back. Haynes King made some good throws getting hit. I will say that he made some good throws. All right, so I'm just gonna pull us back in the film while we go. I just want to call out one person though for Florida State. Their fucking kicker.
Yeah.
This is the 42.
Dude, he made a 52.
59. Yeah, sorry, that's a 52. 52 yarder.
Yeah.
And then he makes a 59.
He was the reason they were even in that game.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, dude.
Look at that. This is bub work.
It's big
Give
bubs,
me some
dude.
bub work.
Yeah, big
I love a pal.
bubs.
Give me a pal up. I love a pal up.
So, I kind of noticed this, Riley, and I want to know if you kind of have the same thoughts. This entire game, it looked like Georgia Tech knew exactly who they were, and we're just going to stick to that. You know, we're going to run the ball. We're not going to let you establish the run on offense.
Are you kidding me? Run the ball.
Anyways.
Yeah, dude. It looked like they knew who they were the entire game, and they were just going to stick to that no matter what happened, and it obviously worked out. And on the flip side, it looked like Florida State was still trying to figure out who they were.
Yeah.
You know?
No, for sure. You could tell. I mean, I think this is a great play. Look at this. This is contact has already been made. There's two linemen engaged with the running back. This dude's literally in the end zone, grabbing him, pulling him into the end zone. The other dude's on the backside pushing. Quarterback comes in to give some extra oomph. This team was just gritty. There's one later in the fourth quarter where Haynes King, the quarterback, gets a pretty big run, and at the end, the center, it's like I'm pretty sure it was like a PA QB draw, and so he's like boom, 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 takes off. The center's running with him, and the center like hits a dude. Haynes King gets contact by a couple guys, and the center just grabs him and like mauls him forward 2 more yards.
Yeah, dude,
it's impressive.
It's beautiful, man.
But dude, look at that. This head
look
coach,
at Britt Key,
former offensive lineman. He's hype on the big men.
Yeah, dude. Dude, there's nothing better than big men doing big men things.
Big men. There's 2 things Preston loves. It's Kool-Aid and big men.
I do. I do love big men.
All right, this is the 59-yarder.
Yeah, dude, right at the half, right as time expires. It looked, honestly, dude, like the play before that, I don't know if we have it, but the play before that, they ran a running back draw, and he bounced it outside. There was 5 seconds left. They almost didn't get the timeout called because he almost ran out the clock. It was very poor clock management by the Florida State staff. And that was the other thing that kind of stood out to me. Florida State got out-coached this game, which for a Mike Norvell staff, that's pretty.
I gotta give Mike Norvell his fucking credit.
Yeah,
it's pissing me off completing those 4th down fucking conversions, dude. 2 in a row on the same drive. Fuck you. Both of them were like 4th and 7s. Fuck you. Oh, dude, both of them pissed me off.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, Georgia Tech, they knew what they were going to do. They knew who they were. And Florida State, they were kind of still adjusting. It looked like they were, still trying to figure out who they are. Their receivers didn't get separation. They didn't make plays when they needed to. And I think that might be an overarching theme of Florida State this year. Do you know why?
Why?
Because Florida State, they did it last year, and it was very, very successful. Florida State under Mike Norvell has been a very heavy transfer portal team. And, that can work when you bring in a lot of talent. The problem was they lost a lot of that talent from last year's team that went 13-0. And whenever you bring in more, heavy transfers, it takes some time to gel, especially up front. The offensive line, they were confused most of the game. There were miscommunications. They didn't know, where to, they didn't know who to block in terms of the schemes, because Georgia Tech was sending a lot of the blitzes and delayed blitzes, A gaps, B gaps, all of it. Georgia Tech was just loading the box and daring them to beat them with DJ Uyunglele. Yeah. And he couldn't do it because we've seen it before, Riley. I mean, you know this as a Clemson fan. You know about him.
Sure, I sure do, man. The ukulele himself, man. He's gonna play you.
He's gonna throw it to the sideline. He's not gonna throw it over the middle of the field very often, and he's not gonna really take shots. And when he does take shots, more likely than not, he's gonna miss them.
I mean, the man he does have a cannon for an arm, but it's just so inaccurate, dude. It's like a 1600s like really smooth bore cannon. Like, it's just inaccurate as shit. He's just shooting shots, hoping something hits.
It reminds me, as a Virginia Tech fan, it reminds me a lot of Logan Thomas, who is a tight end that we converted, and now he plays tight end in the league. I always said Logan Thomas should have been a tight end, but he had a cannon for an arm. He was 6'6", 260. He could run the ball. He was just so inaccurate and inconsistent. And it wasn't fun to watch Logan Thomas play quarterback for your team.
Florida State, and backfield is coming for you.
Yeah, I mean, especially if they can't run the ball because the offensive line, isn't going to gel quickly enough. Obviously it's week 0, but I mean, Georgia Tech, they adjusted and they seemed to have their number the entire game. They just
dominated.
They did, dude. I mean, you said, Florida State averaged 3.2 yards a carry, but other than the 28-yard touchdown run on the first drive, they had 70 rushing yards the rest of the game. And DJ, he was 19 of 27 for 193 yards. But, a lot of it was just check downs, let your receivers do stuff after the catch. It wasn't explosive plays, which when the defense is loading the box like they were, you need to hit explosive chunk plays to keep them honest. So the safeties, can't just roam into the box. The safeties need to respect your passing game, and they did not. Georgia Tech did not respect their passing game.
Yeah, Mike Norvell called some shots. He was calling shots.
Did.
DJ just missed them.
Did it bring back the flashbacks from him at Clemson, Riley?
Honestly, it was half the reason I was so excited, because at least he was doing it with someone else. Yeah, dude. Gotta roam into some box. I think I just want to go back to the coaching real quick. I think one thing that shows how bad the coaching at Florida State is how excited they are to be tied with Georgia State at halftime. Look at this shit.
Georgia Tech, yeah. Yeah,
dude. Florida State is so excited to be tied with Georgia Tech at halftime.
I didn't understand why everyone was just assuming Florida State was going to roll. They lost a lot of talent from last year.
But they're Florida State, and it's Georgia Tech.
Yeah,
and that's why those talking heads suck. They don't they just look at names.
Yep.
They don't look at numbers or loss of names.
Yeah.
Boom. Now coming back out of halftime, this is the first play.
Like you said, Riley, explosive plays, dude.
Wait for it.
I mean,
are you kidding me? Run the ball.
I don't know what else to say, dude.
Dude, we have to put that on your soundboard on Discord.
It's going to get soundboarded. Don't worry.
That's awesome. Oh
yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh, dude, we got some comments, Riley.
We absolutely do. What up, everybody in the chat?
What's up? Football is back, boys, and I'm really, really excited.
Football is back. All right.
Oh man.
So they go big explosive play out of halftime. This drive though doesn't really turn into much, unfortunately.
No.
But it was just kind of a moniker of what was to come. And I mean, Florida State's defense, it had like this right here, they started stepping up. This second half was just a grinded out. Big dog, you're right. The TTT, we are beginning to achieve full power.
Dude, the TTT is in full power, and this isn't even our final form. Not even close.
Oh, DJ Uyunglele, he gets it.
Oh my god.
There's the one sack of the game. A weird punt. Also, at one point, oh dude,
Oh.
I forgot about this. This dude. Why didn't you fair catch? He's like, why didn't I fair catch this?
I mean, dude, but that is just a textbook. That is a textbook tackle.
That was a beautiful hit by him.
Oh, honestly, I'm shocked he didn't fumble.
Dude, yeah, no, he held on. Hey, listen, hands team.
Yes.
No, at one point in like the third quarter, Georgia Tech, they punted a couple times in a row. And then ESPN spent 5 minutes talking about how their punter was from Ireland and how cool it was that he was back home. I was like, dude, they're giving this kid so much time about being home. I mean, look, all that momentum from that hit, and they still didn't do anything.
Yeah. I mean, dude, the fact that he held on to that hit, that's a beautiful hit. And those are the kind of plays that can spark, momentum one way or the other.
Potato glazing.
And this is the other thing, dude. Like, Georgia Tech, they made the plays, one-on-one. Their receivers made plays. Florida State's receivers did not. Oh, my God.
First one. Hold on.
Yep.
We got a wild one. I think they're going to replay it. So
that's Haynes King for you.
This is the first fumble of two that were just sketchy. And who is it but our hashtag number 77 to come save the day? Who else is going to save the day?
Hashtag, oh, dude, that's awesome. Hashtag number 77.
Dude.
This is
one of the best numbers in football. Always a guy that's going to save the day. Look at him. He sees ball. He says, get ball. I get ball. No one stopped me. I get ball. That's my ball. That's my ball. Oh,
I mean,
here we are again. Oh, this is the play I was talking about earlier. Where the center, this is the QB draw where the center is out there. I think they're gonna give it to us.
Let's see. Was it a design?
Yeah, it's a design.
Yep. It was a design. You're right.
It's a design. He breaks off with them. So one. Look at this. What is this? What's this?
Oh,
what's all that? What's all that?
Look, dude. The secondary, they have their backs turned.
Literally, all he had to do was just make sure he cut these two dudes. Like, these two guys were the only ones that could stop him. After that, it was literally just green grass.
But, dude, Florida State.
Look at ref. Sorry, hold on before we get there. Fucking ref. I hate. You see a big bub coming at you, and you're just going to stand still? Like, get moved, dude. Sidestep. If ref isn't there, this is a very clean block on this guy right here. Instead, it's a little like this dude gets to use the ref, like almost to like cut through. Let's see. Boom. Ref's in the way. Get the fuck out of the way, ref.
Yeah.
And that dude gets to play peekaboo around the ref. But the center doesn't give up on the play, which is what I love.
Mm-hmm.
His quarterback's in there. He fights back into the pile and just pushes him a couple extra.
Gets an extra 2 yards. But, dude, so go back to the beginning of the play.
Yep.
I mean, it's, look, dude, look how far upfield Florida State is going. Like they are just going straight upfield, which is exactly what you want whenever you run a quarterback draw like that. Because
this is the other angle of it.
Yeah.
I mean, look, literally, look at it from this angle. I mean, this is one of those where, like, on like a show making fun of football, they would just draw a penis. It's like, look, he's got a pocket right here. He's got a pocket right here. He's got a big pocket right here.
Yep.
I mean, all right, let's watch it from this. All you had to
And
do was
look,
break the one guy.
I mean, all the Florida State secondary, they all have their backs turned. They don't know what's happening. They're just running with the receivers.
Yeah, they're playing pass D. They're like, oh, there's no way. There was no one there. There's no way they're running this ball. They're definitely throwing this ball. Who wouldn't throw this ball? Wait, is he running? Wait. Oh shit. Oh shit, he's running.
The other thing I will say, Riley, because we're going to talk about it later, but one of the keys for Georgia Tech to have a chance to win this game was they couldn't turn the ball over. And because then, eventually if you turn the ball over enough, if you fuck around enough, you're going to find out eventually.
For sure.
And, Haynes King, he turned the ball over a lot last year, this Georgia Tech's quarterback, and he didn't turn the ball over. He fumbled twice. He almost blew it.
The second one's
as we
coming
just saw
right now. So
yeah, the second one's going to come.
it's right here.
No, this
it isn't this one. All right. They did a lot of jet motion. It's all for jet motion. That's actually the thing. We'll see it later, but that was the thing that blew my mind. I was like, hey, you just did it. You did it all night. Aer Lingus.
But Georgia Tech, they didn't turn the ball over, which was huge for them. Haynes King, he made the plays that he had to, and he didn't make the dumb plays.
Yeah.
Which is what, he did a lot last year.
He was able to mitigate any issues that came. I mean, once again, hashtag number 77 saves the day. Rutledge comes in and saves that one fumble, but the second one, he does a good job. So this is Florida State's responding drive. Oh my god!
It's almost like throwing over the middle when they don't respect you to is kind of a good thing, and you should do it more often.
See the way that he has to put his whole body.
Yeah, it's weird, dude. He has weird mechanics. Like
you get when you come from Inland Empire, California.
I mean, dude, that's how you take people out of the box is by throwing over the middle. Because all they're gonna do is just play on an island. The safeties didn't respect them throwing the ball all game, dude. It was crazy.
Boom. Easy run.
Touchdown, Florida State. Nice response drive. But I mean, dude, you just tied the game and you're Florida State.
Also, there was a lot of stagnant drives in between. That's the thing that's not in this highlight film, is that most of the second quarter was just a punt fest. Oh, here it is.
Oh, here it is. A minute left, dude. They are driving. They are trying to get in field goal range.
Hold on, let's put a note. They're in field goal range.
Yes.
They were at the 30-yard line, I think is where this play happened. And it was 2nd and 7, as you can see, 2nd and 7. Boop, 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 boop. Just wait till you see what it is after, because I know they're going to show this again probably, but third down. Oh, there. All right. But just he just loses the ball in the jet motion.
Yeah.
And it goes from 2nd and 7 to 3rd. Oh, damn, they're not going to show the play that gets it back either. So he goes from 2nd and 7 to 3rd and 18. Yeah. They lost 11 yards. And then they get 12 on a running back check down throw.
It was a screen. It was just a wide receiver screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
and
you have this. I want to put this in context too, because there's something that's beautiful. Listen, NFL quarterbacks, they use the phrase pressure is privilege. These are the moments for them.
Yeah.
And this is a pretty sick moment. This kicker never had a fourth quarter tying or walk-on winning field goal ever in his career.
And he had missed a field goal earlier in the game.
Yep. And he just missed one.
Yeah.
And so he comes out and he's got one job. And that one job's the game.
I mean, so just for some context for, Georgia Tech as a program right now, Riley, under head coach Brent Key, They are now 5-0 versus ranked opponents under Brent Key. That's crazy. Mike Norvell is 4-0. You know, he only has 4 wins, ranked wins as Florida State's head coach. And this is the first top 10 win for Georgia Tech since 2015 when they beat Florida State.
Nice. Woo.
Yeah, dude.
Bang.
And then on the flip side, Florida State in their last 58 ACC games, they are 28-30. So they had the great year last year, but other than that, you know, they've been kind of a middling program.
I just want to say, almost 50,000 people at that game.
That's crazy.
Also, Georgia Tech, #1 in the ACC.
Dude, let's go. Let's go.
And then just one more stat I want to highlight, just on the Bub side of things.
Yeah.
Tackles for loss, because, you know, like I said earlier, there wasn't a lot of sacks. Also, tackle for loss, which is the other big stat. Like, if you're going to consider sacks, tackle for loss is just as important, especially if in a run game like it was.
Yes. Georgia
Tech's defense, they got 7 tackles for loss. They created a lot of pressure. I want to go back. Kyle Efford, 10 total sacks.
10 total tackles.
Oh, yeah, 10 total tackles. He was all over the field.
Yeah.
Played great. Mm-hmm. Really helped this defense. A lot of penetration from the front. 7 tackles for loss. That's big. Florida State, only 3.
Only 3. Yeah.
And there was a lot of running the ball.
Dude, 190 yards rushing, 5.3 yards a carry for Georgia Tech.
They had 36 chances to get tackled for loss. They only did it 3 times.
I mean, dude, it's crazy, you know. Like I said, Georgia Tech, they loaded the box and they said, we don't think you can beat us throwing the ball. We don't respect you. And they sent a lot of A-gap blitzes, they sent a lot of safeties and nickels into the box. Like, they were just loading the box from everywhere. And Florida State, you know, heavy transfer portal team, they needed, they got to load the box. Thanks, big dog. And you know, they're a heavy transfer portal team, and you know, sometimes you don't have that time to gel and, you know, be all on the same page up front. And it certainly cost Florida State. The other thing I want to say, Riley, because, you know, if you go on Reddit today and a lot yesterday as well, the entire r/CFB community is just absolutely destroying Florida State right now.
As they should.
And I will say this. Yeah. So 2 things can be true. Florida State absolutely deserved to be in the playoff last year. I was one of the heaviest critics of that decision. You know, if you want proof, go watch our Florida State reaction video that we did last year. But another thing can be true as well. Yes, you deserve to get into the playoff last year. That doesn't mean you get to spend all offseason basically saying how you're so much better than everyone else in the ACC, how you're in a dog shit conference, and then the first opportunity you get to prove it, you fucking shit the bed against one of the quote-unquote lower tier teams in your conference.
You got beat by an engineering school, dog.
You did, dude. You got beat by the nerds.
You got beat by Georgia Tech and the all-Asian band.
Oh, man. I mean, Florida State fans, I get it. You know, you guys had a right to be upset over the decision, but it is a new year, and your football team doesn't look great.
Run the ball.
Run the ball.
Run the ball. Oh my God. Sorry. It's one of my favorite things.
Yeah, dude. You got to add that to the soundboard.
Oh, it's going to happen.
Yep. Oh, man.
Well,
so Georgia Tech, they beat number 10 ranked Florida State 24-21. And college football is officially back, Riley, and I could not be happier.
Absolutely.
Oh.
I mean, I guess, see, next weekend.
Oh, dude, we got
it's
Also, by the way, go up real quick.
Yeah.
Shout out to Montana State for going on the road at New Mexico. Montana State is an FCS program, and they beat an FBS program in New Mexico 35-31.
Yo, they scored 21 in the fourth quarter.
Yes, dude. That's what I'm saying. New Mexico blew it.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Montana State's in the same division as Cal Poly. Crazy.
Montana.
C. Davis.
Montana State's a really solid FCS program.
New Mexico falls below Hawaii. Hawaii also getting a win.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude, that's
it's a great
awesome.
day when the Rainbow Warriors are pulling one out.
Yeah.
They did.
SMU almost lost to Nevada. SMU was getting pushed around. Like, dude, SMU, they're an ACC school now. Come on, like you have to beat up on Nevada. Come on, we're talking about the All Coast Conference, Riley.
The All Coast Conference. Listen, dude, Nevada, they're gonna bet on it, so gotta be careful. Damn, but they did it. SMU did pull that one out.
Yep.
See how the rest of the season goes. They think they're going to dominate us just because they're a Texas school. Dumb. All right, so Thursday we got some good games, though. Kind of. Not really. You got NC State playing Western Carolina. That's probably the biggest thing. Southern Utah playing Utah. Murray State in Missouri. Lindenwood in Kansas. North Dakota State, Colorado. That's going to be a good game.
Yeah. North Dakota State, they could win that game.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's why it's actually going to be a good game.
Yeah. But Riley, we got to talk about the Saturday game, man.
Oh, we got to talk about it. Yeah. We got to talk about Saturday. There's a massive game on Saturday. Number 1 Georgia versus number 14 Clemson. Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Atlanta, Georgia. The Chick-fil-A kickoff classic. That's God's chicken.
It is
God's football.
Yes.
Dabo Swinney to the end. 82% of America thinks Georgia's going to win.
Dude, 83% of America thought Florida State would win. How'd that work out for them?
Hey, listen, I hope we get a little bit of love from that, but I saw that stat and I was like,
we got number 8 Penn State at West Virginia.
Yeah, 82.1%. That's how many people.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
I mean, Riley, you don't think Clemson can win. You told me.
You know what? The more that we get underdog, the more that I start believing, because we're best as an underdog. That's a fact.
Do you trust Cade Klubnik?
Listen, dude, I trust the power of the underdog, I guess.
That's fair. All right.
I don't know.
Now go back. I want to talk about some more of these games, which we will preview. What, on Friday?
Something like that.
Friday, right?
Yeah. I'm a real fan. I am a real fan, but Georgia, that's a real team. I'm realistic.
Yeah. I mean, Georgia, they're either the first or second best team in the country right now. You got number 8 Penn State at West Virginia.
Take
you got
me home, country roads.
Yep. You got number 19 ranked Miami at Florida. That is a huge rivalry game in the state of Florida. And that's kind of a huge, both programs kind of need that win, to be honest. Especially with Florida's schedule.
Yeah. Yeah, they need this one. They really do need this one.
Yeah.
You have the always dangerous Akron playing Ohio State. Colorado State and featuring Colorado State. I don't know if anyone knows this. This is kind of something funny that I found out.
Mm-hmm.
They participate in this program to bring international athletes to America to participate in football, just like the NFL's Pathway program. Plenty of great players out of that. Same thing, just college edition. And Colorado State this year has a guy from Japan that's a Yokozuna in sumo wrestling. He's the one of the youngest Yokozunas, which is the highest rank that you can achieve in sumo wrestling. He's one of the youngest Yokozunas ever. And he was training with Aaron Darnold all summer, and he's going to be on their defensive line.
Oh, damn.
So Colorado State, look out. Everybody look out, dude.
That's awesome.
They got a Yokozuna. Oh, man.
What else? What else do we got? I don't...
Let's see. Campbell versus Liberty, Richmond versus Virginia. The always upset prone Virginia Cavaliers, who took 6 months just to pick a quarterback. And of course Richmond, always a fun game for people to watch. Virginia.
I will always have love for my Richmond Spiders.
Alabama's got Western Kentucky in a tune-up. Furman goes to Ole Miss for a tune-up. Tennessee Martin goes to
UT Martin. Yep.
Oh, Notre Dame versus Texas A&M.
Yeah.
7 goes to 20.
That's a huge game. I legit think that is a coin flip game. So
sure. Especially because it's in Kyle Field.
Yeah, I mean, one of the big things to watch is Notre Dame. So they lost Joe Alt to the Chargers in last year's draft, but the guy that they had to replace him blew his knee out in training camp, so he's out for the year. So they're probably going to be relying on a true freshman left tackle against Texas A&M's vaunted defensive line. So I think that gives A&M the edge in that one, but we'll talk about it.
Fresno State at Michigan, always dangerous. Fresno State.
Yep.
Georgia State goes to Georgia Tech.
Yeah. I mean, dude, wouldn't it be the most Georgia Tech thing to beat a top 10 ranked
they're
Florida
losing
State
to Georgia
team?
State.
Oh, dude, 100%.
You can stop there. They're losing. Don't worry.
Yeah.
The recently blown lead New Mexico goes to Arizona, number 21 Arizona.
Damn.
Y'all forgot about this Sunday game because there's
USC and LSU.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That's going to be a big game in Allegiant Stadium.
Yeah, dude.
This is what we get since there's no NFL.
So did you hear about the storyline around this game?
No, what's the storyline around the game, Dr. Preston?
Lincoln Riley tried to get out of it. He doesn't want to play LSU.
Well, I wonder why.
Yeah, exactly. And LSU was like, nah, don't be a bitch. We're gonna play you.
Nah, you're Tiger fan now, pussy.
Yeah.
You try to run.
Exactly. And then the Monday Labor Day game, Boston College at Florida State.
Can Florida State rebound?
I mean, dude, Boston College took them to the wire last year. Florida State beat them by 2. So,
Boston College, it's another school that's looking this year to be in a jumpstart mode.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that's the most of the slate. So, what else do we want to talk about, Riley?
Yeah. One more time.
Are you kidding me? Run the ball. Are you kidding me? Run the ball.
Yeah. So we have some great news coming out of my Washington Commander camp. And it's nothing to do with anybody on the team. News that the Washington Commanders are going to build a statue to honor Sean Taylor. Thank God. Hold on. Here we go. You best believe I have it. I keep it everywhere I go.
I really want the statue to be sponsored and paid for by Dick's Sporting Goods. That would just be the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, this one actually can be sponsored by Dick's Sporting Goods instead of just looking like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Sean Taylor's daughter, Jackie, is going to be involved in the design. He's getting a legit spot, not just it's not going in, it's getting its whole thing.
Yeah.
she made it clear that her family was appreciative of the previous memorial. Hold on. She made it clear that her family was appreciative of the previous memorial. Just, oh man.
I mean, it's just
Many
it's the
fans
most
felt different. The initial installation failed to include proper jerseys because they used Reebok at the time.
Yep.
The tape all over the face mask, legendary. Where is it?
Yeah.
We realized that the installation fell short in honoring one of our franchise's most iconic players.
I mean, Riley, like as funny as that is, like, doesn't that kind of speak to just how dumb the Commanders are because they're just now realizing they fucked up, like, majorly.
Listen, dude, the new management had a lot of other shit to handle on the plate, but as soon as they got to get to this, they got to it. They didn't take it out. They took it out instantly.
Yeah.
They were just like, give us a moment. We got to do some other shit before we plan a new statue.
You
gotta, if you want to learn more about it, you've got to go to youtube.com/@trashtalktailgate and check out the Commanders video.
It's beautiful.
It's got my beautiful face on it. We talk about this. We talk about plenty more. But this is a development that is positive for the Commanders, just universe in general. Maybe now we can change our name. I don't know. We need to sacrifice something in our stadium to please the gods, I think. I don't know.
Just be the football team, man. It works for y'all.
I'd rather be the football team.
Just be, or, I mean, obviously it's not going to happen, but if Jeff Bezos had bought y'all, I really wanted it to be the Washington Prime, dude. Like Riley said, if you want to watch Riley just get more and more sad and upset, go watch the Commanders video.
Do it. Go watch me. Watch me tell you about how my heart's been broken by pretty much only a football team. Just not the football team anymore.
No, not the football team. Just
Couldn't
a
be
football
the
team.
Football team. It'll be the Commanders.
The Commanders.
Anyways.
The Commanders.
So yeah, good news. New Sean Taylor statue. I hope it's an actual statue and not a Dick's Sporting Good mannequin. Thank God.
Dude, I would love it so much. Like,
it was just a second. It was just an actual Dick's Sporting Goods mannequin. Oh man. All right. And one last fun story coming out of I think this is Las Vegas. Is where Dallas.
Dallas. Members
of the Los Angeles Chargers organization were stuck in an elevator in Dallas, Texas.
And one of them was Justin Herbert, their quarterback.
Star quarterback, who according to Harbaugh, the situation was a test of wills. And he was proud of everybody. This is the weirdest thing. All right, this is Harbaugh, weird man. Everybody knows both of the Harbaughs are weird guys.
Dude, khakis for the win.
As each person came off the elevator, sweating, some had their shirts off. Justin Herbert, his hair was a little wet, but his shirt was completely dry. This is another thing that blew me away. What? I know he's a football coach, but he was checking sweat.
Yeah.
He was sweat checking dudes coming out of the elevator. He was like,
dude, he's a weird guy, man.
He is completely dry. What an Adonis.
I didn't think that was the weirdest thing, dude. I thought the thing above it was weirder. When he talked about how there were two women in the elevator. Because as we all know, the Harbaugh family has experience with women in elevators.
Yeah, dude, about as much as Ray Rice.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I'm proud of each of the guys and the two women that were on the elevator. That's a win.
That's a win.
That's a win.
Feel good about yourself.
Yeah, dude.
You were challenged.
It was a test
of will. And you pull it down or pull it in. Let's go, dude.
He just missed being on the elevator. That's funny.
He also said he wished he was on the elevator.
Hey, man, wouldn't you two get to be part of the news story?
Yeah, dude.
Justin Herbert's a leader. He was a rock. kept everybody calm. Everybody kept their poise. They were just in a box, suspended over the ground.
There's a lot of like sexual tension in what he's saying. Like, are you picking up on that? Like,
Yeah, and none of it was between the players and the two women.
yeah,
It was all between each other.
Yeah, dude.
It was all between Justin Herbert and Harbaugh. It was a Herbert and Harbaugh sexual tension. As he got out of the elevator, quiet, calm, composed, completely dry. Completely dry. Hair just a little wet.
Oh my god.
I mean, everyone else had their shirts off, but he didn't. I wish he did though.
Yep.
Oh, dude. Let's just say Harbaugh knows how to load a box.
He does. He does.
Oh my god.
We've said that a lot, dude. Shout out to Big Dog for continually trolling us with the in the box comments.
You gotta load the box. See,
gotta load the box, dude.
You gotta keep you gotta know what's up. You gotta keep conscious. You gotta see what's around you. And if they're trying to run it, you gotta load the box.
Yeah, sometimes as a safety, you're asked to come in the box.
Yeah, dude. Listen, if they're gonna try to come in your box, you gotta get in their box.
You do. You do.
It's a come versus come game. It's all about who comes the hardest. Who's gonna penetrate the box with the most virility? Like, who's gonna get after it?
Bro, football's all about the box, man.
Football's back, and so is loading the box.
Yeah, dude.
You know what? I think that's a beautiful time to end this thing.
Yeah.
Folks, thank you for enjoying a TTT live stream. Please keep coming back. Like, comment, subscribe.
There's a lot of stuff that we're really, really excited for. You know, the TTT Fantasy League is still open, so you know you want to come.
2 more spots. Come join us.
Yeah, you know we're still looking for some people. You know, if you want to come play fantasy football with us, we're pretty fun to be with. You know, to hang out with. You know. Yeah.
We will be with you, and don't forget we will load the box.
We will come in your box.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. But you know, we got a lot of exciting stuff planned for this football season. You know, this is just the beginning.
Literally week 0.
Week 0, dude.
I don't know what else to say though. I'm so excited.
Oh, dude. Oh.
Football season's here. We're gonna have lots of live streams coming, so please keep tuning in. I hope you enjoy. Chat it up. Talk to us. Let us know what's up.
Yeah.
Let us know how you feel.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep pushing this shit. That's just a fact. All right, we got to get out of here. This one, we got to call it an end.